Welcoming Mr. Roger Jackson.
Let me see if I can find my clicker real quick.
It's right there.
All right. So I'm gonna start this off with a disclaimer. I'm gonna let y'all know this is my first time doing this. All right. So with this being my first time doing this, I need y'all to be really lenient. All right. All right. I haven't found my speaking voice yet, so we're gonna try to find it today. All right. Everybody cool with that? All right. So let's go ahead and move forward. Now I'm gonna let y'all know. One thing about me, I feel like I communicate best when I'm being informal. So I don't want to stand up here and try to talk to y'all like we're in a classroom or nothing like that. It's y'all summer break, so y'all kind of want to kick it a little bit, right? All right, so can I kick it with y'all? All right, so if I say something that don't sound grammatically correct or something like that, we just gonna speed on past that. We're gonna act like we sitting at the house chilling, all right? All right, so creativity. I think that's what we're here to talk about. If not, that's what we're going to talk about because that's what my slides are about, all right? All right, so creativity is, I feel like that's our greatest currency. Ironically, I was asked to do this presentation. I was talking to my fiance about it, and one morning I just woke up and it hit me, and I said, creativity, I think that's our greatest currency. Everybody in here is aware of what currency is, right? All right, currency is what? Somebody tell me what currency is. It's money, right? It's money. It's something of monetary value, something that allows you to purchase something or do something of that sort of nature with, right? I feel like creativity is our greatest form of currency because in my life, I've always woke up in the morning really inspired, really motivated, regardless of what I had in my bank account, regardless of how much money I had in my pocket. I woke up inspired. I woke up encouraged because I knew I was rich in ideas. I knew I had a wealth of creativity. I've always had that. That's something that I've always been able to rely on. Whether I had a job, whether I was hustling, whatever I was trying to do, I knew that I could creatively conjure up ways to make money. I knew that I had something that somebody would be willing to invest in. I knew that I had something, whether I could see it that day or whether it was something that was going to take me a couple of years. I knew I had the work ethic. I knew I had the effort to put in and take my thoughts and turn my thoughts into things. That's all that creativity is. It's taking thoughts and turning thoughts into things. All right? Everything that you guys see in life, it started out as a thought. Were y'all aware of that? That chair that you're sitting in, somebody had to think of that. All right? Now, as a kid, growing up, I hated science. How many of y'all in here hate science? I hate science. All right? As Big Sue said, I was a math teacher. I love numbers. Numbers are tangible for me. Science is something you can't see. I can't see cells. I can't see... Look, I might miss the word because I just was that bad at science. What is it? Ribosomes, chromosomes. You can't see that, right? All right, but I can see numbers. That makes sense to me. I hated science. All right? The only answer I ever gave in science class was photosynthesis. How many of y'all do that? That was the only thing I ever learned in science class. Any question she asked, photosynthesis. All right? It was going to be right at one time. I knew we were going to get to that point soon. All right? So, moving on through life, I transitioned into my physics classes. Now, I kind of like physics. I don't know if any of y'all have made it to physics class yet, but in physics, you get a chance to do what? You get a chance to apply math. So I love physics class, all right? But in physics class, we came across this thing called the law of conservation of energy. The law of conservation of energy states that energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's only transferred from one form into another. All right? So energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's transferred from one form to another. Now, how many of y'all in here got a mama? Now, I told y'all we was going to be informal. What I meant to say was have a mother, but that should make more sense to you. How many of y'all in here got a mama? Raise your hand if you got a mama. Some of y'all ain't raising y'all hand now. I thought this was an honest crowd. All right? So the ones of y'all that don't have a mama, I'm sure y'all looking at this picture on the left. That's how y'all got here, right? Y'all, the story of the stork. Who knows the story of the stork? The stork just came in, swooped down, really gracefully, no complications, all right? All right? Stork drops you down out of the sky. Your mom stood there and picked you out. She caught you, probably reached back like Odell Beckham, right, and caught you out of the sky, tucked you in real nice. How many of y'all were brought into the world that way? All right, none of y'all was brought into the world that way. And if you're going to lie and say that, your mama should have spiked you after she caught you, all right? None of y'all came into the world this way. Look at this picture on the right. That's what birth is about, right? Birth is grueling. Birth is laborious, hence the word labor, right? And for some of y'all, I know y'all childbirth was even a little more grueling because seeing some of y'all in here, I know some of y'all was some big head babies when y'all came out. So it took a lot more energy to create you, right? All right. But this is the epitome of what childbirth is, right? It takes a lot of sweat. Sometimes it may be 10 to 12 hours of labor, right? But this is the thing. If that law holds true, the law of the conservation of energy, right? That energy didn't die. All of that energy that your mom used to create you, that didn't die, right? All of that creativity, that energy, that creative energy transformed from her into you. So you are that creative energy. You're that creative energy. You're that creative energy. I'm that creative energy. We're all that creativity. We're that creative energy. So I don't like to hear people say, I'm not really creative. We were all created to create. All it takes is a little energy, a little effort, a little thought. We were all created to create. Now this picture right here. All right. What's so funny? Now, I labeled this picture and let y'all know that was me because I know as handsome as I've developed into being, there's no way you would have ever correlated this little scraggly guy with the bad haircut, lazy collar. I'm running a 10 on myself right now. Lazy collar, off-brand shirt, the bowl cut, all of that, right? I know when y'all saw that picture, y'all wondering what in the Steph Curry is going on right here. All right? But this guy right here, with the off-brand shirt and all of that, he was still creative. I was so creative that my mama stopped whooping me because I was bad. I got a lot of whoopings. But she stopped whooping me when she realized how creative I was. Guess how she started punishing me? She started taking my notebooks. She started taking my crayons, my markers, any creative medium I had because she knew that was going to hurt me a lot worse because that's how bad I wanted to create and express myself. But I learned a great lesson when I was a kid. All right? I'm in elementary school, right? How many of y'all like Halloween? All right, cool. So Halloween, this was the first year my elementary school was going to have a Halloween program, right? They were going to do a contest for the best costume. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to kill them this year. I'm ready. I'm going to kill them. I wanted to be the scariest thing I could think of. I was going to be a Ninja Turtle. Right? But not just any old Ninja Turtle. I didn't want the little cheap costume with the plastic mask with the little string around the head. That ain't what I wanted. I wanted to go all out. So I saw this mascot. It was like a mascot Ninja Turtle outfit. It had the whole helmet with the big shell on the back. It even had the 2 toes. All of that, right? I was going to kill him. My mom and dad looked at me and said, unless that grand prize at that school is a couple $1,000s, ain't no way we finna spend that much money on that outfit. So you can kill that idea. But guess what my dad did? He said, I got something for you. He went in his closet. He pulled out his prom tuxedo from 1975, bell bottoms and all, right? He took his scissors, started cutting it up, sprinkled some fake blood on it, which I think the costume was scary enough because the tuxedo was actually powder blue. That's terrible, right? I probably would have worn it just off of that. They had the ruffles on the collar, all of that, right? So he takes a piece of cardboard, cuts it in the shape of a hatchet, takes some aluminum foil, wraps the hatchet up. It's shiny. It looks real now. He sticks it in the sleeve of the tuxedo, rips the pants up, gives me his work boots. They got mud on them. What's scarier than mud, right? Size 12. I'm in the 3rd grade. Size 12 on. I'm really disappointed. I get to school, right? Go to the contest. I walk in. I see Batman with the lazy ears. I see buff Batman. I see tall Batman. I see faded Spider-Man. I see the tall, fat Spider-Man. All these different costumes of superheroes, right? But those 13 other Ninja Turtles in there didn't win that contest. Those 5 Batmans didn't win that contest. Those 12 Spider-Man didn't win that contest. The Nightmare from Prom 1975 won that contest. Now, why do y'all think I won that contest? Creativity. I learned a valuable lesson then. First of all, creativity is king. Creativity is king. Creativity separates you from the norm. It allows you to stand out from everybody else, all the other Batman, Spider-Man, and Ninja Turtles in the world. All right? Creativity. The biggest lesson I learned was creativity suffices and compensates for all of your lack of resources. Creativity puts you on an even playing field with everybody in the world, regardless of what they have, how much money they have, how cute they are, whatever the case is, whatever you think you don't have, your creativity will put you on an even playing field with everybody else in the world. All right? Increase your knowledge, increase your experience, and it increases your ideas in return. All right? I read somewhere where it says the greater your knowledge base and level of curiosity, the more ideas, the more combinations, and the more patterns you can create. So what does that mean? Everybody here know what a Roomba is? Has anybody seen a Roomba before? All right. So whoever created the Roomba, they had to be the smartest man in the world, right? Because the Roomba's made multi-millions. But guess what? What I just told you about having knowledge, all right? Knowledge allows you to create combinations. Even if you don't create a new product, what you can do is you can create combinations. A Roomba, all it is what? A robot and a what? Vacuum cleaner. Somebody had knowledge of a robot. Somebody had knowledge of a vacuum cleaner. They combined them and created a new product. But you only know that if you have experiences. Be rich in experiences. I love the imagery on this picture because a lot of people in class, you hear, hey, stash this in your memory bank. What does that mean? I take that word bank literally. Memory bank. Put things in your mind. Enjoy experiences. Experience things. A lot of times y'all get caught up in your phone. You missed out on stuff. You gotta gain experiences. You gotta gain knowledge. What I do everywhere I go, I try to take in everything I can. Being invited to speak here. Maybe I didn't want to do it, maybe I did, but I knew I was going to do it for one reason, because it was an experience that I would be able to pull something from later on in life, and one day this will become relevant in my time, all right? So memory bank. What that means to me is everything that you do, you want to take it in fully. You want to fully experience and allow yourself to be in that moment, because what you're doing is depositing checks into your mind that one day they're going to become relevant. One day that information that you received in will become relevant, and then you'll have that opportunity to cash that check. All right? I taught school for 5 years. I'm not going to lie to you. I hated it. I hated teaching. Dealing with kids, I hated it. But then one day I get a call from Miss Joyce. She's going to speak to kids. I spent 5 years preparing for this moment. Didn't know that was happening. Who knows where this is going to go from here? But I enjoyed those experiences, and I completely thrust myself into those experiences because I knew that one day that information was going to become relevant again. Now I'm going to leave y'all with this. I want y'all to understand. Phones are cool, but phones were created. That technology was created for us to use that to leverage our curiosity, to feed our curiosity. How many of y'all feed y'all curiosity every day with y'all phones? Or how many of y'all on Snapchat with the filters, with the dog filter? Who still use the dog filter? I know some of y'all do. All right, but how many of y'all do that every day? Raise your hand if you use Snapchat, Instagram, all that every day, right? All right. How many of y'all use it to enlighten yourself?